Hey guys, this is Javier from the Preacher and the Gym Guy. Tonight I'm up at the Capitol and I'm actually seeing a lot of cool stuff. I know a lot of people have been talking about how Pokemon may not be the coolest thing in the world, but I've actually seen a lot of people interacting with each other, which is pretty awesome. And I actually saw a guy stick his head in that cannon over there, and he was really looking at it. So I don't know if that guy would ever have looked at that cannon if it wasn't for Pokemon. So I tell people, instead of looking for like all the negative things that are going on and things like that, look at all the positives. Also tonight I saw a lady run up the stairs all the way from the bottom and raise her hands like Rocky. So it was a pretty incredible night so far. So I'm going to touch base with you guys really quick because I know that most people have heard that I am now officially leaving Farrell's August 1st, and that's a big transition. So Nick and I kind of talked about today, we'll talk about transition. I also have my lucky red hat on because I feel like I need a little luck here in the future to make sure that everything that we have going on works out. People have been asking me, what are you gonna do, Javier, when you're done with Farrell's? I got a few things going on. Number one, I got my first speaking gig coming up, which is pretty exciting, a little nerve-wracking. And I'm also slowly working on a book that I've been working on for the last 3.5 years, so maybe I'll have time to get it. And I'm just gonna kind of relax and just hang out with Royce. The last 8.5 to 9 years have been pretty incredible. I'm very grateful for every single person that I've met at Farrell's. It's been fantastic. I want to thank everybody who helped me raise my little boy. I will say I get a little bit emotional when I talk about that. He turns 11 on Thursday, and he has spent the last 7 years of his birthdays, maybe 8 now, going through Farrell's with me. There was days where we slept on the mat. There was times where we didn't get out of there till 10 o'clock at night, and we'd open the doors at 3:30. But it's been worth every single minute of the time that we put into it. A lot of great people helped me raise my son. He took a little piece of I would say a piece of everybody with him, and now it's made him an incredible little boy. So transition. So I truly believe, if anybody's seen the movie The City of Angels, where Nicolas Cage gets to sit up on top of these city buildings and see all the beautiful things in life, and then he decides to take the leap of faith and jump off and go after something he truly wants, is kind of where I'm sitting right now. I am no angel, just to let you guys know, so I don't want to put myself in comparable to that, but I have been blessed for the last 9 years to actually see all these wonderful things. I've been part of a lot of people's lives. I've got to see a lot of people change. I got to see a lot of people's colors start shining. I've got to see a lot of people's kids grow up. I've got to see a lot of people have career changes and people go after their goals. It's been amazing. I've seen the ups and downs of people's lives. I've been blessed to have people walk in and say, hey, you know, you're the one person who sometimes keeps me going. I get to listen to what you say. I want to tell you guys something. The majority of things that have ever come out of my mouth, most likely I've heard through you guys. A lot of things that I've said and a lot of stories that I've told in classes have been your stories. The one thing I learned how to do about 9 years ago was to listen. And the more that I listened to you guys, the more the inspiration that I was able to speak was coming from you. What I wanted to do was make sure that you could hear it. And when you guys heard those stories, you were able to put them in your lives. Well, the reason is because it was your life that I was talking about. I was able to also put a little bit of my life into those stories. Guys, I'm grateful. I want you guys to understand a lot of the inspiration and almost every bit of the information or inspiration that I ever gave out was yours. So now we go off and we venture after something big. I truly believe that God has given me an opportunity. And when God gives you that opportunity, you have two options. You either truly believe in the process and you go for it, or you stay content. I can't stay content. I'm grateful for everything that I had at Farrell's. I'm grateful for every opportunity, and I truly believe that that program is going to continue to grow and do wonderful things. And now it's time for us to go out there and venture on something that I see. I had a vision a few months ago. I would probably say about the beginning of September, where I had a really good friend ask me a serious question. They're like, do you ever want something bigger and different in your life? And I was like, well, of course I do. Well, I had to realize something. In order to go after that vision and go after what I think God had a calling for me to do, I had to take a leap of faith. I have to jump off this building. I'm going to hit the cement here in a couple weeks, smack right there on the ground, and then it's up to me. My dream may not happen, and it may not be that easy to get there, but at least I know I took the opportunity to go get it. If you guys did see The City of Angels, you know in that movie that the lady that the guy jumped off the building for gets hit by a truck. And it puts a lot of misery in his life, and he becomes very sad. But the thing that he got to do was he got to feel those emotions. He got to feel the emotions of joy. He got to taste fruit. He got to do things that he would have never ever been able to do if he would not have jumped off that building. Well, that's what I'm going after. I'm gonna go taste that fruit. I'm gonna go out there and be scared. Hopefully I don't get hit by a semi. Hopefully nobody I know gets hit by a semi. But I have to tell you guys, if you don't take that opportunity when you have it, life goes really, really fast. And I mean extremely fast. Like I said, my son turns 11 this year. And I'm gonna go out there and hang out with him a little bit more. I'm gonna spend a little bit more time with him. I'm gonna sleep a little bit more. I'm gonna go to a football game on a Friday night. I'm gonna do things that I've never done before. And I'm gonna go and challenge myself to make something really big happen that I truly believe that God wants me to do. I think that's what the transition is in life. Transition is gonna be scary. But I'm also gonna tell you, it's gonna be awesome if you ever take the opportunity and the chance to go after it. You guys, I'm gonna sign off tonight on that. I'm downtown. This is one of the places that helped me change my life a long time ago. It's beautiful down here. And tonight I couldn't ask for a more perfect night to do this video. Guys, I want to thank you once again for all the support that you guys have ever given me. It's hard not to get emotional. It's been a wonderful run. And I got one more week. I'm going to teach my butt off. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure you guys understand how important and how grateful I am for everything you guys have done. And I do look forward to the future. Keep your eyes out for me. I'm not done yet. You guys will hear me say that. I'm not done yet. And matter of fact, I think I'm just beginning. You guys have a wonderful night. And don't forget to tell yourself that you believe in yourself every single day. And if that's hard for you, come to Creekside. Find us on our Facebook page. Come to one of our gyms. You guys have a wonderful evening.